Thank you. Any more ideas what a topic might be? Just one more, and we continue. Okay, the main idea. Okay, very good. Yeah, it's part of the main idea, pero eso lo vamos a ver después. Okay, yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it could be what the text is about. What the text is about. Yeah, very good. Okay, very good. Let's continue. Let me move this here. Okay, so the topic it's a broad general theme or message. It tells us what something is. It tells us what something is about. Good readers always look for the topic when they read. It is easier to understand and remember what they are reading. And here we have the topic will be uh, 1 to 3 words most of the time. So it's really short. It's not like the main idea. The main idea is longer. So it's a broad general theme or message. Es un tema general. Incluye muchas cosas. So it's a broad general theme or message. And it's always important to know the topic when reading because you can understand text better. So here we have an example. Oops. What do you think the topic is for this image right here? What will be the topic? Okay, yes, birds. Yes, very good. Birds. Pajaritos, yes. Very good, yeah. Birds will be the topic because we have different kind of topics. I mean, we have different kind of birds, not topics. But there might be forest birds, tropical birds, mountain birds, and I don't know what this is. Looks like a flamingo. So like desert birds, they're different. Then they're so the main topic is birds, but there are different kind of birds also. Very good. Okay, let's continue. Okay, any questions? This should be easy, but maybe there's some questions. No, no. Okay. Okay, so now I need you to go to your English booklet, que no lo hemos usado hace tiempo, on page 30. On page 30. Se los voy a mostrar. Okay. Sí, esto es. Okay, down here. So we already did number 1. We said it was birds. Oops. Birds. Okay. We're going to work on this exercise together. So what do you think is the topic for image number 2? Okay, yeah, very good. Food. Food, yes. And what about number 3? And how do we call that in English? Yes, hats. Hats. Los caps son los gorros. Los hats son los sombreros. Pero sí, se escribe caps. Okay, it could be hats, pero vamos a ponerle hats, like a general topic. Very good. And number 4? What do we put for number 4? Okay, computer. Any technology? Okay, yeah, that could also be true. Technology. Let's go with technology. Let's go with technology for this one. And number 5, kitchen. Okay, yeah, the kitchen. Very good. Yeah, because they're all pictures of a kitchen, but we have a dining table here, but it could be in the kitchen. And lastly, bike. Yes. Yeah, bike. Unless it's the unicycle. Yeah, you can ride bicycles. Bike or yeah, bike. Let's go with bike. But yeah, you can ride a bike. Tricycles, yeah. But I don't think this is a tricycle. Okay, very good. Okay, now what I want you to do is do exercise 2. And then we're gonna check as a class. So do this one, and then you guys are gonna share. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Shouldn't take more.
It's 10 hours.
Let me know when you're done. Okay, that's good. Okay, some of you are done. This shouldn't take that long. What about the rest? Are you guys done or do you still need more time? Okay, a lot of you are almost are finished. So let's begin checking. So what did you guys put as the Espérense que estaré el chat. What did you guys put as what's the topic of the first one? Of number 1? Colors. Okay, so this one right here. Colors. Can I highlight? We're gonna. Nope. Okay, color. Very good. What about number 2? For this one right here. Okay, music. Very good. Music. And number 3? Is it animals, dogs, cats, horses, pigs, animals? Very good. What about 4? Brother, son, father, man, uncle, grandfather. Man. Very good. 5? We have midwife, porter, paramedic, hospital staff, nurse, and receptionist. Hospital staff. Very good. Then we have swelling, cramp, cough, spots, nausea, and symptoms. Symptoms, very good. And lastly, we have surgery, obstetric pediatrician departments. Yes, departments, very good. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Any questions? Any questions about this ones? ¿Alguna palabra de estas that maybe you don't know? Because all of those are symptoms that happens to us. But anyone know nausea? Nausea. It's the same. Nausea is nausea. Any other? Spots son como puntitos. Son como puntos que pueden salirle a una persona. ¿En qué enfermedad? No sé. But maybe there's some cramps son son un calambre. Son calambres. Ya, cramps son calambres y swelling es cuando es una hinchazón. Entonces los spots son puntitos, cramps son calambres y swelling es una hinchazón, o cuando algo se hincha. And I think that's all of them. And cough, por si acaso, es toser. So that's what they mean. Okay, let's continue with the PowerPoint. Okay, now we're going to look at topic of paragraphs. So the topic of a paragraph tells you what it is about. Always ask yourself, what is this paragraph about? And here we have a paragraph. It says, no, I'm going to pick someone to read it. Let's see. Fernando, can you read the paragraph, please?
Excuse me?
Can you read the paragraph? ¿Puedes leerlo?
Sí, pero si me sale mal, no es mi culpa.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Yeah. Mexico City is a popular place for tourists. Every year, people visit the old and beautiful buildings in the city. In the museum, they learn about the history of Mexico, and in the restaurants, they enjoy the spicy and delicious Mexican food.
Okay, very good. Spicy. Spicy, picante.
Spicy,
Spicy.
yeah, voy a anotar.
And delicious Mexican food. Very good. And what would you guys say is the topic of this paragraph? Mexico, Mexican food, or Mexico City? What's the topic? Okay, you guys are saying, some of you said Mexico City, others are saying Mexico. We have 2 Mexico City and 1 Mexico. Anyone else? Mexico City. Okay. Okay, let's see. And yes, very good. It is C, Mexico City. It cannot be Mexico because Mexico is too general. México es muy general esa palabra, porque estaríamos hablando de todo el país. But here we're just talking about Mexico City. That's why the topic is Mexico City, not Mexico. Very good. Okay, this one, este no se ve muy bien. And I tried to make it the best, as clear as possible, but this is an example. So it says, it is easy to make a good cup of tea. Just follow these steps first. First, boil some water. Next, put some hot water in the teapot to warm it. Pour the water out of the pot and put in some tea leaves. You will need 1 teaspoon of leaves for each cup of tea you want. Then pour the boiling water into the teapot. Cover the pot and wait for a few minutes. Now the tea is ready to drink. So here we have A, B, and C. We have good tea, how much tea to use, and how to make good tea. So if we talk about good tea, that's too general to be the main topic of this paragraph, because there can be many types of good tea, but here it's not gonna work. And then we have how much tea to use. That's too specific, because uh, we're not trying to. I mean, the paragraph is not telling us the main idea of the paragraph, or the main topic of the paragraph. It's not telling us how much tea to use, but it is how to make a good tea. Make a good cup of tea, which is basically it's in the first sentence, and that would be our topic. So there are phrases that are too general, the other are too specific to be the topic, but then there's some that are just right there, and it's the correct one. So this is an example. Now here's another one. So any volunteer who wants to read this one? Or maybe two people? Someone reads the first half and then the other person reads the other half? No one? Evelyn, can you read first, please? Hasta acá. Can you read it until here? And then someone else is going to read the next part.
Yeah. The first people to grow coffee beans lived in the Middle East. The Persians, Arabs, and Turks were doing coffee many hundreds of years ago.
Mhm.
Then in the
1600s.
1600s, Europeans learned about coffee. They quickly learned to like it. ¿Hasta ahí o sigo?
Hasta aquí. Hasta European cities. Una oración
Yeah.
más.
Soon there were coffee houses in many European cities.
Okay, very good. Now choose a classmate. Escoge un compañero que siga leyendo. Okay, I'm gonna choose. Sigrid, can you continue reading, please? Are you there, Sigrid? Do you remember? Okay. Let's see. Melanie, can you continue reading, please? Right here.
Ya, hacemos la promoción. ¿Me escuchan, no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sí. Ya. European
Mhm.
took coffee with them when they
Mhm.
traveled
Mhm.
to new countries that is so people in other parts of the world listening about coffee.
Mhm.
Now coffee is very popular in North and South America, in Africa and in parts of Asia.
Asia. Very good. Okay, very good. So this text right here is talking about coffee. So let's do this part together. Um, if we say European coffee houses, is that the topic, or is it too specific or too general? What do you guys think? General? Okay, so you say letter B is general? Too specific? Yeah. So anyone agrees with Kiara that thinks that European coffee houses is too specific? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna put this one as too specific. Specific. Okay, and what about the history of coffee? Will this be too general or too is this the topic? No, no, no. I was talking about B. Now I'm talking about A. Okay, Kiara says she thinks that uh Kiara says she thinks that A is the topic. Okay, Denise also says the same. Okay, so we're gonna put topic for this one. And what about C? Well, we only have yeah, okay, so we have this one as too general because it's the only option we have left. And okay, so we are saying that A is the topic, B is too general, too specific, and C is too general. And you guys are correct. Very good. Yes, the history of coffee is the topic of the paragraph because it's telling us the story of how it went from here, from the Middle East, to all over the world. European coffee houses, too specific. And popular drinks, there are many popular drinks around the world, so that's too general. Very good. Okay, here we have another one. Kiara, can you start reading, please?
In the United States, orange juice is one of the most popular cold drinks. Most of the orange trees grow in Florida. In many homes around the country, orange juice is always served at breakfast time. It is also a favorite snack at any time of the day.
Ok, hasta ahí nomás. Pick a classmate. Coge un compañero que siga.
A ver. A Javier Aguayo.
Ok, Javiera. Keep reading, please.
Desde when, ¿cierto?
Mhm.
When there is
Bad.
bad,
Bad, sí.
bad weather in Florida, the whole country knows about it. ¿Sigo?
Sí, yeah, until the end, hasta el final.
Bad weather in Florida means fewer orange, and that means more expensive orange juice.
Juice. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the too specific. Which one will be too specific sentence here? Which one do you guys think will be too specific? Okay, Javiera says B, bottle of orange juice. Kiara says C. Okay. What about the rest? Okay, Carla says B. Denise says B. I see more B's, so we're gonna put this one as too specific. Too general. Too general. Okay, cold drinks. Okay, cold drinks. So we're left with C being our topic, right? So we have too general, too specific, and the topic. And you guys are correct. You same as before. Cold drinks is too general. There are many cold drinks. We have soda. We have iced coffee, iced tea. So there are many cold drinks out there. Very good. Bottled orange juice, that's too specific because it's not just talking about bottled orange juice. It's talking about the weather and what happens in Florida when there's cold weather and all that stuff. And then orange juice in the United States is the topic here because it's telling us about where it grows in Florida and what happens when there's bad weather. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's continue. Okay, any questions about the topic? Or is it clear? Is there any question? Okay. Okay. Yeah, this should be easy. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay. But if there are questions, si hay preguntas, acuérdense que siempre me pueden interrumpir. And you can ask. O si quizá hay algo que no entienden, alguna palabra o oración, you can also ask that too. Let's continue then. Okay, so now we are going to look at main idea. And the main idea is the central point or thought the author wants to communicate to readers. The main idea answers two questions. What does the author want me to know about the topic? And what is the author teaching me? So these are two important questions that you can ask yourself when you're reading a text to get the main idea of it. And then here we have often the main idea is stated in one single sentence. So we're gonna find the main idea in one sentence, en una oración. Okay, so then we're gonna start practicing. Any questions about this? Or is it clear? You guys probably know what the main idea is. O sea, la idea general. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so here we have a text. I'm gonna pick someone to read. Denise, can you read, please?
Ya, profe.
Hasta aquí, hasta fancy.
Ah, ya.
Sí, y de ahí empieza
Clothes
otra.
can tell a lot about person. Some people like very colorful clothes. They want everyone to look at them. They want to be the center of things. Other people like to wear nice clothes, but their clothes are not colorful or fancy.
Okay, thank you. And can you pick someone else? ¿Puedes coger a alguien?
Profe, yo ahora le leo.
Okay, okay,
Ya,
Sigrid, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ya. Es en la tercera línea, ¿cierto?
Aquí, donde dice they.
Ya. They do not like people
People. Mhm.
to look at them. There are also some people who wear
Mhm.
the same things all the time. They do not care if and young, ¿cómo se dice eso,
Anyone.
profe?
Anyone.
Anyone looks at them. They do not care that and
Anyone. Lo mismo, and the same word,
things
anyone.
about them.
Okay, very good. Okay, so the first question, what is the topic of this paragraph? What is the topic? What do you guys will say the topic is? Anyone? The topic, just one word, una sola palabra. Okay, very good, Kiera, yes. Close, very good. So this right here, this is our topic word. Okay, and here we have 3 sentences. The topic, close, which one will go with the best to tell the main idea? Entonces hay que poner close en una de estas oraciones. Which one will it go with to create the main idea? Okay, Kiera says B. What about the rest? Okay, can tell a lot about a person. Okay, so we have 2 B's. What about the rest? Are colorful? Okay. Anyone else? Let's say here, or here, or here. Okay, since there are 2 B's, dos dijeron la B, we're going to put it here. And yes, it is letter B. It's the first sentence of the paragraph. Clothes can tell a lot about a person. So just by reading this sentence up here, it's telling you what the rest of the text it's going to be about. Solo con leer esta primera oración, we can know about the rest of the text. Are colorful? Colorful? That's too general, I will say. Too general because clothes comes in different color. And then letter C will be, that's too specific because it's there's different clothes for different people and it depends how nice they look, so that's too specific. So the correct one was B. This is the main idea of the paragraph. Clothes can tell a lot about a person, and the paragraph goes on and tell us what how clothes can tell a lot about people. So okay, very good to the 2 people who said it was B. Let's continue. Okay, here we have another one. Let's see who can read now. Carla, can you begin reading, please? Are you there, Carla? Okay, I don't think she's there.
Sí, profe, acá.
Sí? Ah, okay.
Sorry, sorry.
No, it's okay. Hasta aquí, hasta pants.
Pants, yeah.
Sí.
Clothes today are very different from the clothes of the 800. Así se dice, ¿no?
1800s.
¿Cuánto?
1800s.
1800s, yeah. One difference is the way they look. For example, in the 1800s, all women who wore dresses. The dresses all had long skirts, but today women do not always wear dresses with long skirts. Sometimes they wear short skirts. Sometimes they wear pants.
Okay, very good. Can you pick a classmate to continue reading? ¿Alguien que no haya leído? Si escoges a alguien.
Valentina?
Okay, yeah, Valentina. Right here.
Another difference between 18 years ago,
100.
and today is the cloth. In the 1800s, clothes were made only from natural kinds of cloth. They were made from cotton, wool, silk, or linen, but today there are many new kinds of made clothes. A lot of clothes are now made from nylon, rayon, or polyester.
Okay, very good. Okay, so the topic is the same one as the reading from before. The topic is clothes, just like the one from before. But here the main idea is different. So what do you guys think is the main idea of this paragraph? The clothes of the 1800s were beautiful. The clothes are made of man-made cloth, or clothes today are different from the 1800s. Kiara says C. Denise says C. Anyone has a different opinion, or do you agree with Kiara and Denise? Anyone else? Only 2 people are participating. I need everyone to participate. Okay, Javiera says C. So you guys are saying this one is the main idea. And you guys are correct, yes. The whole text, this small paragraph, talks about how clothes has changed from the 1800s until today. If clothes of the 1800, this one is too general because there were many type of clothes that maybe were beautiful in the 1800s. And this one is too specific. So very good. C is the main idea of the paragraph. Let's see what comes next. Okay, so remember, the topic is the general subject of a paragraph, and it's described with just, well, 1 to 3 words. De 1 a 3 palabras, 1 to 3 words, not just 1 word. And the main idea is a complete sentence. It includes what the author wants to say about the text, about it. So the main idea is a sentence, and the topic is just words. It's not a sentence. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Or is it clear? Clear, okay. What about the rest? Okay, clear like water, very good. ¿Alguien que haya quedado con alguna duda? ¿O que tenga alguna duda en general?
Yo profe, ¿qué dijo
¿No?
ahí?
¿Mm?
¿Qué dijo ahí?
¿Dónde?
El texto que dice.
Esto dice que el tópico es un sujeto general de un párrafo y se describe solamente con 1 o 3 palabras. Y la main idea, la idea principal, es una oración completa y que incluye lo que el autor quiere que usted sepa sobre el texto. Mhm. Okay, so if there are no questions, okay, for the ones who were For the ones who were here last class, we saw. Dame un segundito. Okay, last class we read a text. Do you guys remember? O sea, por los que estuvieron el miércoles, we read a text about the human body, right? So today we're going to continue reading that text, which is. Déjenme abrirlo, because I don't have it open. Pensé que sí, but I don't. Give me a second. Today we're going to read the other half of the text that we were doing last class. Para los que no estuvieron en la clase pasada, el miércoles empezamos a leer un texto that it's about the human body. And we read 2 paragraphs. And now we're going to read the next part. El texto es un link. Después yo se los voy a subir a Edmodo, porque lo van a citar la próxima semana para un trabajo. Okay, here we go. Okay, ahora sí. Okay, so this is the text, but before we read the text, we're going to look at some vocabulary. So, here we have, the first one is blood, which is the fluid that carries oxygen and other elements to the tissues and CO2 away from the tissues through the heart and the vascular system. If you guys have any questions about the vocabulary or words that are here that you maybe don't know, you can ask me. Okay, so that's blood. Can someone read heart? Can someone read this one right here?
Yo,
Okay, go ahead.
the organ that controls the flow of blood in the body.
Very good.
Body.
Very good. And what about arteries? Can someone read the definition for arteries?
Yo lo leo.
Okay, go ahead, Kiera.
A blood vessel. ¿Cómo se lee? ¿Se
A
que pronuncia?
blood vessel.
A blood vessel that carries blood away from the heart.
Very good. And what about veins? Can someone read the definition for veins? Let's see. Bridget, can you read veins, please? I don't think she's there.
Profe, yo lo hago.
Okay, go ahead.
A blood vessel that carries the blood back to the heart.
Okay, very good. And what about vial? This one's really short. Can someone, Kelly, can you read vial, please? I think Kelly's here. Scarlett, can you read vial, please?
Profe, se escucha bien, es que estoy como en una parte con mucho ruido.
Okay, but go ahead. Es rapidito. I can hear you. I just heard you perfectly.
Bitter fluid that helps with digestion.
Okay,
No sé cómo se dice.
digestion. Very good. And bitter fluid that helps with digestion. Do you know what bile is in Spanish? Do you know? or is it a word that you have never seen before? Yeah, bilis. That's why bio. Very good. And pancreas. Can someone read the definition for pancreas?
Yo lo leo, profe.
Okay, Javiera, go ahead.
This organ both regulates insulin and secretes enzymes to break down carbohydrates,
Carbohydrates.
proteins,
Uh-huh.
proteins, and lipids.
And lipids. Okay, so it helps regulates and break down carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. Very good. And yeah, this is the last two. Okay, the intestine. Intestines. Can someone read it? Denise, can you read it, please?
Yeah. The portion of the alimentary canal extending from the stomach and the anus.
Okay, very good. And tonsils. Can someone read tonsils, please? Come on, guys. Sigrid, can you read tonsils, please?
Yeah, profe. Ether of a pile of oval masses
Mhm.
of lymphoid tissue,
Tissue.
tissue on an edge side of the
Throat.
throat at the back of the mouth.
Okay, very good. And what are tonsils in Spanish? Maybe it's easier to make a connection. Do you guys know? What tonsils are? No? Tonsils. Yes, las amígdalas. Very good. And lastly, glands. I'll read this one. An organ or group of cells that release substances or waste from the body. Those are glands. Okay, so now, as I was saying, we're going to continue reading the text, no, the text, yeah, the reading that we were reading last class, which is about the human body. Okay, this is different. Can you all see the text? So last class we read these 3 paragraphs right here, los primeros 3. And now we're going to continue here in the central nervous system until the end. So we're going to do the same method that we were using last class. Para los que no estuvieron, la clase pasada estaban ustedes leyendo y empezaba a leer uno y después tenía que decir popcorn 2, que se llama popcorn reading. Entonces cuando uno lee 1 o 2 oraciones, después termina y dice popcorn 2 y dice el nombre de un compañero. Y ese compañero empieza a leer y después va pasando así uno en uno y van leyendo. So I want Denise to begin, and then she's gonna popcorn to someone else to continue reading.
Profe, leo hasta body.
Yeah, read it hasta aquí. Until body.
Yeah. The central nervous system also controls a second system of the day, the cardiovascular system, also known as the circulatory system, which delivers blood and oxygen to the various parts of the body. Popcorn, Fernando Acevedo.
Okay, Fernando.
The relationship between these two systems is quite complicated as each as each has an effect of the other. If we take the heart, for example, which is a key organ in the cardiovascular system, we can see that it feeds
Feet, see?
the brain, and as such, the CNAs with oxygen and blood. But at the same time, it is the brain that controls the heart's telling is how often to beat.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Sigrid.
Okay, Sigrid.
¿En dónde quedaron, profe?
Right here. In fact,
Ay, ya. In fact, the cardiovascular system is not only responsible of delivering blood and oxygen, but also for transporting nutrients, hormones, and waste
throughout.
from the body. All of these are carried in the blood, of which an average adult has about 5 liters.
Okay, 5 liters. Okay, pick
5 liters.
pick someone else.
Malo el inglés, profe, malo el inglés. Popcorn, Brigitte Cruz.
Okay, Brigitte, are you there?
Pero no sé leer muy bien, no importa, ¿verdad?
It doesn't matter. We're here to learn.
Yeah, the heart acts as phone which circulates the blood. No sé cómo se lee esa palabra. The capillaries, arteries, and veins.
Okay.
It is interesting to note that if these were related and no sé cómo se lee eso.
End to end?
And to then the estimated length will be
it will be 100,000 kilometers. Very good. Okay, so what it's saying is that if the capillaries and arteries and the veins were all put together from end to end, de punta a punta, si las pusiéramos todo de punta a punta, la arteria, las venas y los capilarios se llaman en español. Medirían 100,000 kilómetros. That's what it's saying. Okay, now pick someone else, Bridget.
Evelyn.
Okay, Evelyn.
Yeah. Our next system, the digestive system, is closely linked to the cardiovascular system, as on the one hand, it requires about 30% of our cardiac output, and on the other, the digestive system separates nutrients from food before they can be distributed via the cardiovascular system.
Okay, very good. Pick someone.
Popcorn to Kiara.
Okay, Kiara.
Quedamos en tú, ¿cierto?
Sí, thus.
Thus, with the relationship between the CNAs and the cardiovascular system, each Each system needs the other to work.
Okay, very good.
Um,
If you want, you can continue.
popcorn.
Okay, va a
Sí, sí,
elegir
sí,
algo más.
acá, ya, sí.
Ujú.
When thinking about, ¿hasta qué parte? ¿Hasta
Hasta,
system?
sí, hasta system.
When thinking about the digestive system, the first organ that comes to mind is usually the stomach.
Mhm.
Stomach.
Stomach.
But super single. This is not the
Surprisingly.
largest organ in this system.
Okay, very good. Now pick
Let's
someone.
pick popcorn to Carla.
Okay, Carla.
That is, in fact, the liver, which is actually the largest solid organ in the body. The liver performs several functions, no sé cómo se dice,
Functions?
among which are cleaning the blood, producing digestive liquids, bile, and storing energy. Again, we can see example of cross-system relationship here.
Okay, very good.
Bob to Kelly.
Okay, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
O si no, Melanie, creo.
Okay, Melanie.
¿En dónde, profe?
Aquí, el
Ah.
último párrafo. As well.
Oh, qué vergüenza. Yeah. As well as the liver and stomach, the digestive system in made up of the pancreas and the intestine.
Intestine.
Intestine. The pancreas, like the liver, and the digestion of food. After food has passed through the stomach and the fat be ground into tiny pieces. It enters the intestine where the bile
Mhm.
is added and the nutrients are extracted
Mhm.
from the food.
Okay, very good. Pick someone else. Escoge una persona que termine de leer.
Fernando,
Okay, Fernando. You finished the paragraph.
Perdón, que no estaba viendo un tema del auto de acá. ¿Dónde quedaron?
Aquí en waste.
Waste products then move further down the intestine. Now, don't forget to join me next week when we will examine the tonsils and other glands.
Okay, very good. Very good. So we learned about the digestive system and how it works. And we learned about the cardiovascular system and how it relates to the central nervous system. So, was the text... ¿Alguien había escrito en el chat? I didn't see that. Okay, that's okay, Kelly. El link del texto. Sí, ok, yeah, I can... No, so that's not it. Sí, se los voy a mandar, pero también se los voy a subir al modo, para que lo tengan. Y sí, bueno, si usted lo quiere escuchar, también, si lo quiere ver después de clases, si usted, acá arribita, uno lo puede escuchar el
Unit
texto.
1, the human body.
Si lo quiere ir leyendo y escuchando en algún momento. Pero ahí se los dejo. So yeah, so we learn about the... No, ya dije eso. Any questions? Was the text too hard? Were you able to understand most of it, half of it, some of it, none of it? Or was it so-so? ¿Cuánto entendieron? ¿Estaba muy difícil?
Algunas palabras nuevas, o sea, en mi caso.
Ok, new words, ¿como cuáles? Do you remember?
Por ejemplo, no me acuerdo, a ver. Mm, mm,
Anything there?
no,
Are you going?
no me acuerdo bien dónde está. Esa de waste, que no sé qué
Waste,
significa.
basura.
Esa.
Sí,
Ya.
sí, basura. Ok, estuvo en el texto, ok. Entendí la mayoría, pero palabras específicas. No. Yeah, there are a lot of specific words. O sea, vimos el vocabulario, that's to help you out, but there are more words that maybe they're a little difficult. Any other words that you have questions, maybe, that I can help you out? No questions? O sea, sobre pregunta vocabulario that maybe you don't know. No? Okay. Let's continue. Pero ¿por qué? ¿Por qué dejé de compartir? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's continue. So, oops. Ya vieron la respuesta ya. Okay, so we're gonna look at this paragraph right here, and we're gonna look at what is the topic. So the question is, what is the topic of this paragraph? And it says, well, it's talking about the central system, also controls our system of the second day, the cardiovascular system, which delivers blood and oxygen to the various parts of the body. The relationship between these two systems is quite complicated as each has an effect on the other. If we take the heart, for example, which is a key organ in the cardiovascular system, we can think that it feeds the brain and as such the CNS with oxygen and blood, but at the same time the brain controls the heart, telling it how often to beat. So what do you guys think is the topic of this paragraph? Y lo más probable es que ya hayan visto la respuesta cuando presenté. Any ideas? Is it the heart, the cardiovascular system, or blood and oxygen? Okay, B. You guys are saying B. Let's see. And yes, you're correct. The topic of this paragraph is the cardiovascular system because it is talking about how it relates with the central nervous system and its function. Very good. Oh, come on. Bueno, ya no le puse la animación. Ninguno de los otros dos tiene animación. Ay, ay. Okay. Okay, the answer is there, but the topic of this paragraph is the stomach. It's talking about the digestive system. Y voy a dejar de compartir porque voy a arreglar la última, porque la última tampoco tiene la animación. Denme un segundito. Uh, okay. Okay. Now, so yes, the stomach is the topic for this one. Let's continue. Okay, now, what is the main idea of this paragraph? Which says, as well as the liver and the stomach, the digestive system is made out of the pancreas and the intestine. The pancreas, like the liver, aids in digestion of food, After food has passed through the stomach and has been ground into tiny pieces, it enters the intestine where the bile is added and the nutrients are extracted from the food. Waste products then move further down the intestine. Now don't forget, not that part. So what's the main idea? The function of the tonsils, the importance of the pancreas and the intestines, and the liver and the stomach make up the digestive system. Which one do you guys think? No le estoy compartiendo, ¿no? No.
No.
No, that's why. Por eso no me salía así. Okay, pero, qué tontera. Okay, you probably saw the answer already, so. What's the main idea of this paragraph?
No he visto todo.
So, which one is it? Is it A, B, or C? The main idea. Guys? Is it the function of the tonsils, the importance of the pancreas and the intestines, and the liver and the stomach make up the digestive system? Okay, que says C. What about the rest? Okay, you're in between B and C, okay. Okay, Denise is also in between B and C. Carla says B, Fernando says B. Evelyn says B. Let's see. Very good. Yes, it is B. The importance of the pancreas and the intestine, or the function, mejor decir, the function of the pancreas and the intestines. So that's the main idea of this paragraph. Very good. And I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Any questions about main idea and topic? No? Okay. No questions? ¿Todo bien? Ok. ¿Preguntas sobre la prueba? Entonces, Scarlett, Sigrid y Javiera no han podido ver revisar su prueba. No, ya, voy a ver si es que si es que no lo puedo mandar por correo, voy a ver si se los puedo mandar por mensaje en el modo. Quizá ahí tengo que revisar, así que estén atentos. Acuérdense, si es que la número 8 se la marcó mala, pero pusieron assess, así como ASSES, me avisan, o sea, me responden el mismo correo y yo se lo reviso. Y le subo el puntaje. But if there are no more questions, you are free to go.